Alright folks, Pitching88, we are back playing Pokemon Duel. This is going to be a first look. I'm streaming this game, but I decided to make a little bit of a shorter one, just strictly kind of the intro. So, the day you've all been waiting for has arrived. At last, I'm proud to announce the commencement of the Pokemon Figure Game World Championship. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the grand prize, the glorious Jewel Tower in all of its splendor. Today, Carmonti Island welcomes the cream of that PFG crop. Of you elite players, only one shall prevail victorious. The PFG World Championships are now officially underway. This concludes our broadcast from Carmonti Island. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, and good night. D37. Well, this looks like my seat. Nice to meet you, neighbor. You must be here for the Pokemon Figure Game World Championships, too, am I right? Well, I sure am. Knew it. Well, in that case, you and I are rivals. Of course. My name is Luca. I'm pleased to meet you. Anyway, hope I didn't startle you. Can you believe we have the chance to actually win that skyscraper? Say, how long have you been playing PFG? It's my first time. Your first? Huh? Well, unless you have played before, right? No kidding? Well, entering a tournament for something you've never even... You're brave, I'll give you that. Don't worry, I'll teach you the ropes quick enough. You're lucky you ran into me. It looks like we're almost at Carmonti Island. Once you've picked up your gear, come and find me. Will do. So yeah, this game was actually released, I believe, in Asia a while ago. This is just, it got localized to be in English and it just got released over here. Hey look, that's Carmonti over there. Welcome to Carmonti Island. You're here for the tournament. I'll just need your name. Well, as always, we will just call ourselves Ace. No need to do the full name. Alright, you're all signed up for the PFG World Championship. Let me set you up with the basics. This here's a duel set. Nice. Well, you'll be needing one of these too. Nice. Mask. PFG players have worn these things since way back. It's like an old island custom. Every contestant has one, so expect to see a few masked faces around. It's kind of cool. So we can choose kind of what hairstyle we want. Let's see, what do we want? There we go. What color hair? Yeah, let's do green. Squirrel's my favorite. We'll do that. Nice. Oh, but his hair's blue. Oh well, I like my hair better. Hey Ace, looks like you're entered in. Well, now that it's over, want to have a duel? I'll explain the rules. Come on, let's go. This is where duels take place. There are figures for practicing with, so let's duel. The first spin decides who starts. So again, interface, it'll explain kind of all how to play this game. I think my only question, or my only gripe when I played this game so far is just loading times. Sometimes takes a while to load, but aside from that, it's an extremely fun game. What, I got a Charizard? Nice. First move is yours. All you have to do is get one of your figures to the goal. Yep. So basically that blue part and the red part are where we're trying to get our Pokemon, where he's trying to get his Pokemon. The 6 points closest to you are your bench. Yep. Figures. I don't know why we'd start off with an Eevee. So you can put it on the entry point, which is, there's only 2 entry points on the left and the right. Points it can move, but for the first move, MP is reduced by 1. Okay. So Eevee can move twice, but we're only going to move him once. If you move or if you fight, that ends your turn, essentially. It's going to kind of guide you and force your turn. So you knock them out of the way first, and the only way to do that is to battle, and that's by clicking on them. So this is going to be kind of a spinner, and so you'll see what you do compared to him. Boom, tackle. Ours better than his. He gets kicked out. Blue attack is a dodge, and a red attack is a miss. There are also purple and gold attacks, which have various effects, and you'll learn them as you go. If you miss, literally any hit will beat you, so you want to avoid them if you can. The losing Pokemon is sent to the Pokemon Center. While it's there, it can't be used. Same goes for any figure in the Pokemon Center. Yep. He's going to do that as well. We're going to move him up here. So this is another cool technique. Now it's our turn. This is called surrounding. If you surround an opponent figure on all sides, you automatically beat them without even battling, which is very helpful. If you can swing that, that doesn't happen often, but if you can swing it, it's pretty nice. Use a plate. So that's actually really good, because it increases my power, and he doesn't necessarily have grass Pokemon, so helps us out. Now again, we should be able to, yeah, so they have to wait a turn essentially. Oh, and that's how you win. Your rating will increase, especially if you're in league. If you're doing like there's some quests and daily missions and stuff, that doesn't necessarily affect your rating. Time boosters, you have up to 3 in your inventory. You can purchase a 4th, and then it will tell you what you could potentially get. So EX is basically like the top. R is pretty good. UC is, so it goes common, uncommon, rare, and like basically legendary. So let's see what we get out of this one. Most every time it's Pikachu, so let's put it in your deck. I think Pikachu is always pretty strong. So we go in our deck, it's at the bottom. Alright, so if you want to change the figures in your deck, you can do it with this button. These are the figures. So if you click on that guy, switch it out with Pikachu, we're done. Pikachu's now part of our rotation. Yep, so display, you can search for all this stuff. Go through the same Pokemon in your deck at the same time. Find out more about this rule in the help menu. Okay. Well done changing your deck. Looks like we can open up a locked booster. When you've collected 10 key fragments, you'll be able to open a locked booster. If you win a duel, you get 3, and even if you lose, you get 1. But you can only get up to 4 fragments from losing matches. So essentially you need to win twice during the day, but you can lose 4 times and still unlock it. Alright, so we're going to open this, see what we get. Rare metal. Nice. Let's give it a try. So this is basically your leveling up. Leveling up your cards. So you can put, So the figure, you basically click on the figure, it gets put in the center, and then you can actually assign it XP. So, but with that, you usually have to spend some money in order to upgrade them. So you can get all this stuff, but you actually have to use coins to upgrade them. So that 1,000 is going to bring my coins down. But basically puts Pikachu at level 2, which is pretty nice. And you can basically, every time they level up, you can choose what you want. So recommended, Thunder, actually, let's see if we can minimize that. There we go. We're actually gonna do quick attack. Yep. Because quick attack is great. It's got 50 attack power. Most of the people you're gonna face are not gonna have that high. And so we got a message. This is kind of our ranking, room match, daily missions, all that stuff. So this is a thank you. Everyone gets it. You get a booster, which is awesome. You can go to the shop and exchange it. This is basically, again, free to play game, but you can definitely spend money if you want to. Here's some plates here. Let's exchange a booster right now. Boosters contain rare figures. What will come out? So this is something that I may actually do, which is like the exchange quadruple, because it guarantees at least one R or EX figure. That's really, really nice. But let's exchange a single. Let's see what we get. But all these gems, you're gonna get gems over the time, which is actually really nice. Let's see what we get from this. Float Zell? That must be a generation I'm not familiar with. Nice. Cool. Set the figure that you just earned the same way as before. You can practice duels. That's pretty cool too. So you can practice as well. Your duel statistics. If you want to duel against friends, people near you, use the room match option. So you can do quests as well, like I had said. Nice. That's always helpful. Alright, so these are daily missions, win 2 consecutive league matches, so we can definitely do that. So we're going to look at our messages, we're going to open up all this stuff. Let's take it. Nice. So you start with 165 gems, which again is really, really nice compared to the cost that they have. So the booster packs, you know, they have the 6-pack, which is 300. But we also, there's a bunch of like little things that you can do. You can do the plate shop. Let's see, so back. You can exchange, which is interesting. Materials for figures. Materials are pieces of figures that are given away to customers who purchase boosters. Yep. So if you do purchase boosters, you can get basically a figure of your choosing. So again, some of them are really high, such as like a Charizard, but you can kind of see all of the characters that you can put into your deck. It's quite fun. So I'm having a ton of fun. That's kind of the start of this, guys. Go through it, you know, create your decks, have some fun. Generally, just, you know, finish out your daily mission so you can get some gems, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So expect more videos from me. Post them in the comments down below if you guys are playing this. If you guys would like me to play this more. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.